Hey everyone, how you doing? It's Paulie. So today we're going to talk about Operation Six Pack. Basically, I am going to try and create myself a six pack. Something I've never done before. Okay, before we start this video, I just want to say that I'm genuinely never had a six pack in my life before. I know that reading magazines myself and articles online, you always see these things where they're trying to advertise stuff, and they said, "Oh, this guy got a six pack in 3 months by doing this and that or the other." Quite frankly, you and I know that's bullshit. If you think that's real, then you're mistaken. It's bullshit. Those people are people that have been ripped to shreds already, who then put weight on and then lose it again just for advertising. That is bullshit. I am 100% genuine. I've never had a six pack before, and this really is a journey for me, which I'm going to try and achieve, but there's no guarantee I will. So I just wanted to make that point before I went any further. Okay, so I've never had a six pack before. This is day 0. Well, actually, that's a bit of a lie. This is actually day 6. I didn't get time to do a video on day 0, but I can tell you what I did on day 0. So on day 0, I weighed myself for the first time in a long time. On my scales, I can weigh. It gives you your weight as well as your body fat percentage. To be honest, I'm not actually that interested in my weight. I'm more interested in my body fat percentage because I believe that's the key to a six pack. So on day 0, my body weight was 177 pounds and my body fat was 23.8, which isn't particularly good. It's not bad, but it's not particularly good. Now, my best I've ever been body fat percentage wise since being an adult, or for as long as I can remember, was about 18.9, and that was quite a few years ago, and even then I didn't have a six pack. So I think my goal at the moment is to try and get down to 15% body fat and see where I am from there. I'm going to be doing that by working out in the gym, which I do anyway, and watching my diet, which quite frankly I haven't been doing. So I actually do okay in the gym. My personal bests at the moment, now I track my personal bests. I know most people do bench press, deadlift and squats, but I also track my shoulder press. So I track my 4 best list 1 rep max. So currently my 1 rep max on the shoulder press is 60 kilos. Bench press I'm doing 90 kilos 1 rep max. Squats 115 kilos, and deadlifts I've managed to get myself up to 170 kilos, which is pretty good. Obviously I know Eddie Hall, but I'm doing the best I can. You've got to take into account that I haven't actually been in the gym for about 2 years up until the beginning of this year. The reason for this is that I have a back injury, so I actually have a fracture in my lower spine. So I'm not actually supposed to be lifting heavy, but I thought fuck it, we'll give it a go. So when I got diagnosed with a fracture, it took a long time, and it resulted in last year, after not being in the gym for a long time and being in constant pain, the doctor at the hospital gave me a steroid injection in my spine, which made the pain go away, and that was middle of last year. So in January this year I thought I'm going to hit the gym again because it still wasn't hurting. Now the pain has come back, but it's not as bad as it has been previously, mainly because I've built my core muscles up a bit more than I've ever had before, and I've really focused on my core. So I'll tell you a bit more about the fact that I have a fracture in my spine and why. You're probably wondering why they've not ever operated on me, so I can tell you about that. I'll tell you that in another video, because it might take a little time to explain it all. So that's one of the problems I have. So that's an obstacle for me in my quest to get a six pack. Obviously, my back's an obstacle because I shouldn't really be doing a lot of the stuff I'm doing. So I could injure myself. Other obstacles I have to think about is that I'm 42 years old. I'm not particularly young, so I've never had a six pack before. So I don't know whether it's going to be possible. Being that I'm 42, I do have a lower testosterone levels than younger guys. One of the key indicators for this is I don't build muscle very quickly, and secondly, when I sweat, my sweat doesn't smell anymore. I don't have that testosterone in me to make my sweat smell, which is actually quite a good thing. Other obstacles for me are willpower. I love beer, and if I'm not drinking beer, I'll drink spirits. So I do like my alcohol, so that's going to be hard to give up. I mean, I do drink during the week as well as at weekends, not heavily, but I have a couple of beers now and then. Carbs is going to be a big thing as well. I do like carbs. At work, there's always someone's birthday, so there's always cakes and biscuits and all sorts about, so it's very difficult to steer clear of them. So it's going to be tough to try not to eat carbs. And another obstacle I have is my wife. I love my wife to bits, but she could be described as a feeder. So, you know, if she's cooking dinner, she will make sure I have plenty. So I need to try and persuade her not to give me too much food if she's cooking, and also not too many carbs. So now I'm going to tell you about how I'm going to try and achieve my goal of having a six pack. Now, I don't have a time limit on this. I don't even know if it's possible, but I'm going to try. And yeah, all I can do is try. And obviously I want you guys to come along with the journey to see if I can make it. And hopefully by videoing this and giving you updates, it will spur me on to actually do it. So we'll have to wait and see. So the ways I'm going to do this is I'm going to first of all cut out carbs as much as I can. I know it's almost impossible for me to go carb free, but I'm going to cut it out as much as I can. So no more cakes, no more biscuits, no potatoes, no more bread, all that stuff. I'm going to try and avoid it if I can. Also, I'm going to count my calories, so I'm going to give myself a reduced calorie count. So at the moment, what I've done, I've downloaded MyFitnessPal. If you haven't got that app, you should get it. It's really good. So I've set MyFitnessPal to 1,700 calories for the day. So that's all I'm going to hit. So I'm going to reduce the amount of calories. So the idea being that I eat less calories, so my body uses my fat as an energy source rather than what I'm eating. And also because I'm eating less carbs, my body will not be storing additional fat, so I'm mainly going to be eating proteins. So from what I understand, proteins will not break down or store as fat. You either use it to build your muscles or you poop it out. So I'm not too worried about that. I might have a protein baby at some point, but that's cool. Right, the other thing I'm going to do is I'm going to try and cut out alcohol, which is going to be really difficult because I do like beer. In fact, one of my hobbies is brewing beer, so there's always quite a bit of it about. I mean, I'm not saying that I'm going to not drink at all, I'm just going to cut down as much as I can. Obviously then the last thing I got to do is I'm going to continue to go to the gym. I go to the gym 5 days a week, so I'm going to continue to go to the gym, try and continue my workout, and I think the majority of this task is going to be done in the kitchen, to be fair. So what I'm going to do is tomorrow, so on day 7, so every 7 days, so day 0 was actually Saturday last week, so tomorrow's day 7, so tomorrow I will weigh myself and check my body fat percentage against how I've done this week. Once I've done that, I'll make an update video and I'll let you know what I've been doing in the week, maybe delve into one of the specific areas that I'm working on. So I might talk to you about what I've been eating or something like that. And also, I will definitely tell you if I have fallen off the wagon with drinking a beer and stuff like that, because I'm not. I'm just a normal guy like everybody else, so I don't care if I drink beer. I don't care that you knowing that I've done that, because I've set this goal for myself. But if I fail, it's my fault and nobody else's. So it is what it is. Hey guys, please remember to sub my channel. So just click on the button just on the bottom right side of this video, sub button, so you can then see all my new content. So I'm going to be putting up stuff all the time. So yeah, please sub me. Cheers. Bye.